This story is from Lumisette Narratives, where truth arrives quietly, sometimes on 4 legs. The dog knew before anyone else did. He always did. Everyone in the house believed they were living an honest life, a respectable family, a peaceful home. A story told the same way for years. But lies don't collapse because adults confess. They collapse when a child asks the wrong question. And sometimes because a dog refuses to stay silent. Maya was 6 years old when she noticed something strange. Not something dramatic, not something obvious, just something that didn't make sense. Every winter evening, her father locked the back room before dinner. Not the front door, not the windows, just the back room. And every time he did, Max, the dog, sat in front of that door. He didn't bark, he didn't scratch, he waited. Max was a golden retriever with a calm face and eyes that noticed everything. He followed Maya everywhere. He slept outside her room. He stayed close during storms. But at that back room door, Max changed. He grew still. Maya's mother said it was nothing. That's Daddy's office. She explained grown-up things. Maya nodded. But children don't forget what doesn't make sense, and dogs don't ignore what smells wrong. One night during winter, snow pressed against the windows and the house felt smaller than usual. Dinner was quiet. Maya's father laughed too loudly. Her mother smiled too carefully, and Max didn't leave the back door. Maya looked at her plate, then at Max, then at her father, and she asked the question, not loudly, not accusingly, just honestly. Why does Max wait there every night? The room froze. Her father's fork paused. Meat-air. Her mother blinked too slowly. And Max did something he had never done before. He stood up and barked once, sharp, clear, like punctuation. Max, her father said quickly, "Go. Lie down." Max didn't move. He walked to Maya instead, sat beside her, and stared at the back room door. Maya frowned. Is someone in there? Silence is loud when it has nowhere to go. Her mother's smile disappeared. First her father exhaled, like something heavy had slipped. "No," he said, too quickly. "It's just storage." Maya nodded, then tilted her head. "Then why does it smell like someone's shampoo?" The lie cracked. Not because it was clever, because it was small and true. Her mother stood up. Slowly, her hands shook. Not with anger with recognition, Max walked to her, pressed his head against her leg, like he had been waiting for permission. The back room door opened that night, not with shouting, not with drama, but with quiet. Inside was not another person. It was something worse. A life paused. Father had been living two versions of himself, not another family, another past, old letters, photographs, a child he never spoke about, a daughter from before, a truth buried so deeply that even he pretended it didn't exist. Max had known. Dogs always know when grief lives behind doors. Maya didn't understand everything, but she understood enough. She hugged Max and whispered, "You told the truth." The family didn't break that night, but it changed. Her mother cried for the first time in years. Not from betrayal, but from finally being seen. Her father sat on the floor and admitted something he had hidden even from himself, and Max stayed between them, steady, present, witness. Some lies survive because adults protect them, others end because children notice, and some end because a dog refuses to forget. Maya grew older, knowing one important thing: truth doesn't always come from words. Sometimes it comes from behavior, from waiting, from loyalty, from a dog who sits by a door and says nothing until the right moment. If this story stayed with you, pause. Ask yourself gently, what truth in my life has been waiting quietly? Who knows more than they're allowed to say? What question am I avoiding because I fear the answer? This story was shared with you by Lumisette Narratives, where emotions speak even without words. If this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe to Lumisette Narratives. More stories are coming. Stories about truth, family, childhood, and the dogs who see everything before we do. Until next time. Sometimes the bravest voice in the room isn't human.